Yesterday, on the day 8 challenge question, I showed you guys for like a second some of the pages that I use for tracking this thing. And I thought maybe someone would like to see a proper introduction to how I am keeping track of all of this writing. So here I am. I have 3 main pages and then like some other stuff. This is my chapter outline. Like, it's literally just 30 squares, one for each day, and I put like the smallest amount of information of what I'm writing each day so that I know. And as you can see, like, all of these are mostly empty. I'm filling it in as I go because I'm a confirmed pantser. I'm not a plotter. And if I had to fill this all in beforehand, I wouldn't write anything this month. I started out the first week, I'd only filled out this first row, and now I'm down to like here somewhere. And I'm starting to figure out what needs to go where for the rest, but see, like, that's still, like, that's almost nothing information. That literally, over here, this one just says, like, climax, confrontation, like, but I'm filling it as I go. That is how I know each day what I need to write. When I sit down, I can just look at the next square and be like, okay, this is where they sit down and talk about what's going on, and this is where the bad guy comes in, and so on like that. So it saves a lot of time to be able to look at this the night before I go to bed, and in the morning when I sit down to write, I can just look at this and go, okay, this is the scene I need to write. And I don't know what's going to be in that scene yet, but I know what it's supposed to do, and that's the important part. It saves time. And then I have this thing. It's literally just 2 columns. This one is notes of what I've done each time. Ideas that I get that I don't know where to put them on the other page, I'll put them here. And then this side is like actions. Like, I know for sure that the first one and the second one have major tense shifts because I have trouble writing in first person present, so I keep switching it to first person past, and so I've done that like 4 times. I made a note of those reclaim scenes that I got from the old draft, and those are going to need to be seriously rewritten to match the new draft. And just like sort of a rough running total of the word count periodically, and that way I can keep track of stuff. And then this one is where I track the word counts. I went through and I wrote down where I was supposed to be each day, and I wrote like, this is the halfway point coming up next week, and this is the end and the beginning and whatever. And then I track what I do each day, but then also how far ahead of the minimum that is and how far ahead of the total that is, so that I know, like, right now I've got about a day to spare if I manage to not write one of these days. And I'm going to try to get more of that because at the end of the month I have like 3 birthdays and Thanksgiving, and I'm going to need the words. And then, like, I also have, since I'm a writer, that's what I do, I've got this editorial calendar where I keep track of all the stuff I'm supposed to be writing. And like you can see, Nano is on every single day this month. And I've been trying to keep up with another novel and with my blogs and with TV reviews, and basically the TV reviews have completely fallen off, and the blogs are sort of, if I happen to do a blog, that's a thing. But this is the highly optimistic beginning of the month thing where it looks like it's possible, which I think is the way to do it. You have to look at it like it's possible, because looking at it like, oh my god, I'm going to die, is not going to get anyone anywhere. This is my weekly to-do list. This is like half to-do list and half done list. And so I keep track of when I did the things and how many words I did there too. And I also track, like, I track my diet on there, I track my mood on there. It helps me figure out what's going on inside my brain. And that will go into my into my journal when it's done. And all of these together basically are how I keep track of all this. I suppose you could do it online or something, but I like having the actual pages in my hands so that I can literally look at it. And if it's not all wrinkled up at the end of the month, then I feel like I haven't actually paid enough attention to myself. So that's how I track it. If you guys want, I can upload on my blog the printouts that I made for myself, and then you guys can use them too. Just say so in the comments, and I'll do it. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.